Good morning.
Good morning, Lois. Good morning, everyone.
Has it been a good week?
Do you want the truth or do you want me to lie? Which one?
Which truth's gonna lie? Have you played that game?
Oh, gosh. I actually haven't. It's a fun game to play. And so you kind of throw people off with things that could be true, but are really not, and things that aren't true that could be, and you just throw people off. I've played that game a few times. It's a fun game to play. But the truth is, I'm in a place right now in my life where I'm not really settled. And I just recently re-signed a lease for where I'm renting, and I really am ready to settle down. And I was thinking about Florida, but Florida's not calling my name. It really isn't. I don't like the heat and the humidity. I don't mind the heat. It's the humidity and the sweltering, smothering heat that Florida gives you. Plus, it's right in the middle of the ocean. So they get hit with the hurricanes first and foremost. And after what happened just recently down there, that sealed the deal for me. That sealed the deal. I don't want to go to Florida. So I've always liked the mountains. I've always liked, nature. So I see myself with trees and crickets at night, and that's what I feel I'd be most comfortable. So that's my picture of where I want to move towards. So Asheville, the Smoky Mountains, that kind of, like a cabin in the mountains somewhere would be kind of nice,
Sounds so beautiful.
So that's what that's what I'm thinking. But also because of the fact that I'm still week 3 without my computer. It's still in the process of being repaired. And it's like, it's a part of me is missing.
Okay, we need to talk about that. You phrased that really nicely, and I want to draw some attention to it. It is in the process of being prepared. Oh, repaired. Well, it is in the process of being repaired, but it's also in the process of being prepared.
Something bigger and better?
It is painful.
Yeah, it is.
Right? It's painful on our end, but preparation and repair is hard.
However, you need to prepare and you need preparation and reparation even to move to the next level, because it's a setting you up for the next level of success, and it's setting you up for the next goal of achievement that we're looking for. So I get that we need to go through that growing pain, but that's exactly what it is, a growing pain.
We like to say, hey, I want to level up.
Level up, level up, level up.
But leveling up is not an easy process in reality.
Yeah. You got to prepare for it. And sometimes that preparing is breaking some of the old things and making pathways for new things. And that can be painful sometimes. So,
I was actually thinking about this morning, how we're not necessarily always prepared for that level up. But sitting with people, around people, and being near the people who have already leveled up is a great thing to do if we're wanting to level up and we haven't yet gotten to that point.
Yeah, haven't made the move yet. But being around people that have done it, or being around people that's going to encourage you and be the positive influence in your life for you to do it, yeah, that's what we need to be doing. So where you want to be, they always say, I know in corporate America, when I was in corporate America, they always used to say to dress and act like the position that you want. So if you're looking to move up the corporate ladder, you need to dress like an executive. You need to speak like an executive. You need to set expectations like an executive, so that when you get to that place, or it can help you propel you to that place, but when you get to that place, you're better fitted for that place because you've been preparing for it all along. So it kind of reminds me of that. You got to be or think about where you want to be so that you can be where you need to be when the time comes. But if you're not making those plans and forward thinking, then you're going to be in the same place 6 months from now, a year from now, and you don't want to be in the same place. You want to, like you said, level up, level up, level up, level up.
It really is all about leveling up too in your mind, like where what do you believe about yourself?
Mm-hmm.
And what do you really believe about where you're going to be in a month, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years? You know, it doesn't really matter necessarily where you're actually going to be, but where you believe you're going to be.
Well, that's why we need to set, that's why we also need to take on the saying that says or dictates that you shoot for the stars, and then even if you reach the sky, you've gone further than you would have gone. So shoot for the stars, even if you reach the sky, right? Even if you fall short, at least you've moved forward.
But going back to where you are right now, or where you can be in all the process, it's the process of getting there. So you get to where your computer is trashed and things are not going right, and it seems like, what am I even doing? You know, it's easy to just be like, well, might as well just quit now.
That's very easy to do. Very easy to do.
Because it's momentum. We get in these momentum cycles, and something cuts off the momentum, and it's harder to get back on.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
What
literally.
do you find helps you with that?
When you've gotten kicked off your track.
You've gotten kicked off the train.
Gotten kicked off the track. You've got to, well, that's the time when those negative Nancy's of the mind come in to haunt you, and to start replaying those old tapes that you used to listen to about, oh, what are you doing? You're not going to really enjoy doing that anyway, or you're not really cut out for that. You get the self-limiting beliefs beginning to try and creep back in. But that's when you got to stamp down and say, oh no, I've got a goal in mind. I still have that goal in mind. That's what I want to achieve. That's what I'm going to achieve. And begin to start to give yourself self-affirmation, self-positive speak and talk, and move towards your goal in spite of what it's doing right now. So you still need to make those incremental moves towards where you're going in your life, even though right now you can't see that it's happening the way it needs to happen, but you still need to make those incremental moves. You still need to do that. So try and keep that momentum going, as opposed to stopping dead in your tracks, which is what you're wanting to do. Keep inching forward, and then eventually the momentum will pick back up again.
Yeah. I had a situation like that a little bit this week. A little discouraged with the Facebook algorithm.
Oh.
And so I just kind of stopped posting. I thought, well, forget it. Why mess with that? And I have trouble with social media in general anyway. So I'm not real encouraged to do social media. It's just, it's one of the hard things for me.
Yep.
And after doing a little bit of research and pressing into some other people that I know, they're like, you know what? It doesn't really matter. Delete the post you don't want there and get back to work. And sometimes we just need to press into other people who know what they're talking about, and get advice. Take it if it's right, don't if it's not, and move forward.
Wow.
And you know, you make mistakes, you learn from them, and keep going.
Keep it moving. You know, we talked a little bit about that last week, where that's exactly the time when you want to stop. That's the exact time that you need to be reaching out to the people that you're talking about and leaning into them, leaning on them, drawing from them, so that you can stay motivated and get back on track. Because sometimes you get knocked off kilter a little bit, but when you do rub shoulders with the right type of encouragement, or you reach out for your spiritual higher power, then you kind of get replenished and you keep moving forward. And that's what we have to remember to do. That sometimes you can't do it by yourself. You need some encouragement. You need a cheerleader. You need some spiritual strength. You need some, colleague strength. or friendship strength and encouragement. You need it. And then once you've got that dose, an infusion, okay, you go at it again. So yeah, that's what we need to do. We need to remember to do that. So I'm not going to give up, even though I feel like it. I'm going to keep it moving because I've got Lois to kick me in the butt and say, keep it moving, Janice. And I've got people out there that are encouraging me. Like, for instance, somebody reached out to me this week and said, you need to start packaging these meals because I'm ready to make an order. And that was like, whoops, that was a wake up. That was like, maybe that's what I should. I mean, I've talked about it, I've thought about it, but have I moved towards that? Not really, but having that someone say that to me and having the comments and the feedback on the things that I have posted about my meals this week was encouraging. So yeah, I need to really seriously take that into consideration.
Have a great Monday, everyone. Have a great week.
Have a great week.
We'll talk to you soon.
Bye for now.